Hello, fellow players of Hero Wars. I'm Jay. Welcome to Jay vs. Hero Wars. Today I'll be talking about the Great Storm event that we finally have for Facebook and web. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright guys, so here we are in game. We've got the Great Storm event up as we had hoped. If you were with us on the live stream this past weekend, we were hoping and thought that it was time for the Great Storm event. So we were right. Pats on back for that. Let's go ahead and check out this Great Storm event. So, commanding the forces of nature, the evil leader of the Chaos Hordes has summoned the Great Storm that leaves nothing in its wake. What's her true purpose? No one knows that yet, but the storm is coming. Behold its power. So, one of my favorite events, great opportunity to get soul stones of your favorite pets and really just improve your pets all around. Chaos particles, always much needed. So, all right, let's take a look. Daily login, you get 5 action points, which are of course for the little adventure in the right-hand corner. If you're new to this, we'll go over it. But anyway, so I'm going to go ahead and claim these 5 action points. Love action points; those allow you to move around the map, which we'll look at shortly. Lord of the Storm. Now this is all about acquiring VIP. To get VIP, you have to spend real currency or money in the game. Unfortunately, that's just how it is. Otherwise, you can't acquire VIP. So we're going to claim this. Vanquisher of Chaos. So this is where you purchase emeralds. Keep in mind, guys, we got a CyberCon event coming up. So, that might be something to just have on your radar as well. So anyway, purchasing emeralds, one of the tabs we got here. Got Nature's Might, so spending emeralds as well. Up to 90,000 emeralds. That's a lot of emeralds. I always like to say that, but it is. It's a lot of emeralds. You get action points and storm coins along the way for spending those emeralds. Continuous battles, capturing locations on the Great Storm battle map adventure. Of course, if you capture almost all of them, right, 53 spots, you get a bunch of storm coins. The more locations you capture, the more coins you gain. Pretty simple. Storm and stress, spending energy. Now again, we will be getting our free 500 energy from either the Facebook or web page, whatever platform you're on, you're going to get it. But just keep in mind, right, those energies that you keep in your mail for the event purposes, right, so the 500 energy will not expire. So you can keep it in there. I'm not saying you have to use it this event, but it gives you flexibility, let's say, if you wanted to use it potentially for the upcoming CyberCon event. I'm just going to throw that out there again. Tree of Life gift. Now, this is where you just simply summon pet summoning eggs, right, from up in the tree. And if you do 80 of them, you get a bunch of action points as well as storm coins, all of the above. So pretty sweet deal there. Hopefully you saved up your eggs as we suggested this past and prior weekend even. We were already talking about this event if you were there on my live streams. All right, reward for courage, opening chest and sanctuary adventure. So this is not the adventure that we have on the side. This is your typical adventures that you do with your guildmates, right? So if you open 12, which is 4 adventures of 3 chest or 3 4 chest completions, right? So pretty straightforward. I mean, you can do this in the 3 days. There's a 3-day event. You can get 3 adventures, maybe even 4 done pretty easily. So pretty cool that you can do that one as well. And really, let's take a look at this map. So once we open this map, we always start with dialogue. We do have 17 action points. I believe that's because we claimed all of those from either the VIP and or the daily login. So let's let this guy load up here. All right, so here is the dialogue, of course, coming up. We got Galahad, and there are, I believe, 57 spots you can take down based on the number that I'm seeing there for the boss fight, which is 57. But there's a couple where, maybe they don't count. So what? Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, maybe there are 53 spots. So to complete the entire thing is where you get all of the coins. But bottom line is it's really simple to clear this map. There's really only a couple ways you can go about it. So one option is to simply go around And if you're going to try to go around the entire thing, you want to start with the outside edges. The reason being, you see these numbers here. Let's zoom in right here. So you see how this number says 15. When you are battling, there is a force of storm which drains energy from your heroes when you're attacking. And these enemies are typically based off of your level as a player as well as your strength as a team. So, it's kind of supposed to be matched up with your skill strength. So one thing to keep in mind is the stronger this buff, the more health your team is losing, which will make the fights more difficult. So obviously the closer you get to the middle, which is obviously the most prized area, the more buffs you're going to need. So every time you beat an opponent, you get 5 storm resistance. The more resistance you have, the more you're able to basically withstand strong damage done by this great storm, which just hits you kind of while you're attacking. It's pretty standard stuff. It's basically like another attacker, kind of like a totem in a sense, like the fire totem where it takes away or zaps away some of your health over time. You can see, right, these gray numbers indicate the amount of damage being done by the storm. I'm going to activate my auto here. But the real reason I'm kind of showing you this is just so that you can kind of see that obviously your heroes are sustaining damage in addition to these guys attacking you. It's unfair, I guess, depending on how you view it, but that's how these events work. So with that, you can also skip the battle, right? So you can pause and skip. It's another feature if you are newer to the Great Storm type of events. Here, right, is the storm resistance we were talking about earlier. You get 5 per win, and then we got some storm coins along the way. Now there's going to be some dialogue here. Other keys to keep in mind here when we zoom out. You'll notice that there are some lasers protecting the boss. Those are simply buffs, right? Just like a normal adventure. So just something to keep in mind there. You got to take those out before you try to go for the boss. There's 3 of them. And the chests are hidden, right? So all these chests contain a random amount of storm coins, anywhere from 4,000 to 6,000. That's a lot of coins. And you can trade them in at the merchant, which is really kind of the end goal. And that's one of the reasons you want to beat the boss as well, because you get 20,000 storm coins for beating him. But if you can't beat him, it's not a big deal. Simply, you can, again, there's a couple ways you can go about this map. One is to simply go around the entire outer edge and stick to really you don't want to go to the inner ring yet. You want to stick to the outer rings as much as possible. Again, ideally not going above storm resistance of 20, 25 at the start. So you'll probably go 20, 25, 30 buff if you want it, right? You don't need to get a buff, but you can kind of get it if you want. If you're going to clear all of them, you might as well get all the buffs, in my opinion. But hey, if you can do it with less, you can do it with less. So you're just going to go kind of around the entire outer rings. And yeah, once you get to here, right, you can fight a level 50 storm resistance, but you obviously want to take down as many as you can along the way to ensure your strongest resistance. Now that's ideal, but let's say you don't want to spend money, because you're going to have to spend some money or emeralds to purchase all the way around to get all of these cleared. So if you don't want to do that, another method is to simply go chest hunting. So that is a technique that I like to use, where basically you're kind of going around the map, but you're not going to every single location. You're kind of looking for indicators to tell you where the storm chests are. Now, I'm not going to go through the whole methodology on this particular video. I've done it in the past. I might end up doing one tomorrow for y'all if you guys want to see that. Let me know if you do. But anyway, that is kind of a quick overview, semi-quick overview of the map here that we've got. So we're going to just go ahead and skip this matchup here and take the win. So there's that. And you can see, right, this is how you would kind of go chest hunting. You see a chest is nearby. That means one of the attached locations, it looks like it's almost attached by string, right? So those locations, one of these locations has a chest nearby, right? That's how these things work. So that's kind of how you can go chest hunting. Here, I'd probably go to this one anyway, because it makes the most sense, right? Then it's not out of the way. And if I didn't find a chest, I would probably, depending on what this one says, either go to 11 or continue on to 10. But most likely, If it were me and I'm just chest hunting, I go to 9, then 11 as opposed to 10. So that's just how you would kind of approach it. You're just trying to get as many chests as possible, using up as few moves as you can. So the merchant is really cool. We gotta talk about this really quick. Storm Legacy chests, they have chaos particles, pet potions, and eggs. Eggs are really cool because if you don't have enough eggs saved up, sometimes this can be a saving grace. You also get really cool other rewards as well, like chaos particles. My favorite reward is the pet soul chest. You can get any pet you want, 5 soul stones regardless. I especially need the core soul stones myself, so that's what I'm going for. But you can get any soul stone of the pet that you wish from this particular chest. So pretty cool. The other items are available, but I would personally not recommend them. I think the exclusivity of this event is really about the pet soul chest and the Storm Legacy chests. The rest of the items you can get through regular grinding, simply playing the game, at a regular clip on the regular adventures. But the whole point of this event is really to get these 2 chests. So I would recommend getting one of those 2 if whatever you need more of. But ultimately, that will help your pets grow and be strong little helpers. So with that being said, I hope this overview helped you kind of have a better idea of how to approach this event. Keep in mind, we do have some exciting events coming up after. The CyberCon especially is one that I'm looking forward to. And with that being said, thank you so much for watching this video. Hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. It really, really helps a lot, so I appreciate it if you do. And with that being said, I look forward to seeing y'all in Dominion.